TSP channel about religion of education that has integrity to proud of nation.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar kabira, walhamdulillahi kathira, wa subhanallahi bukrata wa asila, la ilaha illallah wahdah, sadaqa wa'dah, wa nasara 'abdah, wa a'azza jundahu hazama al-ahzaba wahdah. لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد.
The sacrificial day, or usually called Dhul Adha, which we commemorate every year, cannot be separated from Prophet Ibrahim, as written in Surah Azha, verse 99 to 111.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa qala inni dhahibun ila rabbi sayahdin.
Abraham said, I will go before my Lord, and he will guide me.
Rabbi habli minas salihin.
Oh my Lord, give me a child, the ones who are righteous.
فبشرناه بغلام حليم.
So we gave him good news with a child who was very patient.
فلما بلغ معه السعي قال يا بني إني أرى في المنام أني أذبحك فانظر ماذا ترى. قال يا أبت افعل ما تؤمر ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصابرين.
Written. So, when the child arrived at an age of ability, tried with Abraham, and Abraham said, My child, I actually saw in a dream that I slaughtered you. Then think what you think. He replied, Oh, my father, do what is commanded of you. God willing, you will find me, including those who are patient.
The definition of sacrifice. Sacrifice in the language from the word Qoroba. Qoroba means close ourselves to Allah. In the sociology, Qoroba have a meaning widely. From this description, it can be understood that the meaning of the word Qurban or Udhiyah in the meaning of Shara is to slaughter animals for the purpose of worshipping Allah on Hajj or Eid Adha and 3 Tashriq days, namely 11, 12, and 13 of Dhul Hijjah. Therefore, on Idul Adha, Allah commanded the slaughter of animals, as explained in Al-Quran Surah Al-Kawthar verse 2 is
فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْحَرْ.
the meaning, then establish prayer for your Lord and sacrifice. Quran Surah Al-Kawthar verse 2. What is the meaning of sacrifice? The meaning of sacrifice from the verse is slaughtering a slaughtered animals or al-hadiyu in the form of pet animals or like camels, cows, goats, or sheep. Therefore, this other classification is not kurban. Allah said in Al-Quran Surah Al-Hajj verse 37,
لن ينال الله لحومها ولا دماؤها ولكن يناله التقوى منكم كذلك سخرها لكم لتكبروا الله على ما هداكم وبشر المحسنين.
the law of sacrifice. In the Hadith books, the sacrifice is called udiyah. This word comes from the word duha. When the morning of sunrise starts around 7 to 11 a.m., the sacrificial animals were slaughtered around the time of duha. That's why the sacrifice is called udiyah. From that point, the day of Dhul Hijjah, also called Dhul Hijjah, the practice of this worship. Some of scholars state that it is an obligatory for everyone who is capable, but most scholars or ulama state that it is law sunnah mu'akkad. This is kinds of highly recommended sunnah. The time of slaughtering animals. The time for slaughtering animals in the morning of Dhul Hijjah day after Dhul Hijjah prayer. It is invalid if slaughter is done before Dhul Hijjah prayer. The slaughter, if done after Dhul Hijjah day, is allowed to do. May this will do on the second or third of Tashriq days. The sacrificed animal required free from defects that can reduce meat. Defects it covers several issues. 1. Blindness because of missing eyesight. 2. A limb that clearly limps. 3. Pain is clearly sick. 4. 10 animals are not enough to sacrifice. 5. Scabies but minutes a lot until it breaks the meat. If just little and doesn't affect the meat is okay. 6. Loss of teeth. Number of sacrificial animals and distribution of meat. A goat or sheep plies to one person, while the cow or camel plies the same 7 together intend to carry out Qurban in order closer to Allah. The sacrifice wisdom. According to Abu Bakr Jabir al-Jazairi in Shution, 1989, 160. 1. Close to Allah by doing all pledges are stated by all Muslims at least 5 times in a day and night. Exactly, my prayer, my worship, my life, and my death only for Allah. 2. Command the Prophet Ibrahim Sunnah. It is confirmed by Muhammad become one of the main worship. 3. With the slaughter of the sacrificial animal, it can be widely family life on Hajj day. because it can be shared to them, so can you share to poor. 4. Showing a sign of gratitude for the favor, give Allah to human who has created the animal becomes human food.